Most people think men choose the same woman again because of comfort, familiarity, or simply because they can't move on. But the truth goes much deeper than that. There's a psychological pattern that explains why a man returns to certain women even when the relationship wasn't perfect, even when leaving seemed like the better choice. Before I explain this, make sure you like and subscribe, and check the description for something special I've added for you. Let's start with the first truth. Men don't return to a woman just because she was good to them. They return because she awakened something in them they didn't expect a part of them. They didn't even know they had. Sometimes. It's time's emotional safety. Asterisk. He may not admit it, but the world doesn't give men many places where they can be honest, vulnerable, or imperfect. So when a woman creates a space where he feels understood without judgment, where he can talk without being mocked, where he doesn't have to perform, that becomes a rare emotional shelter he can't find easily again. But emotional safety alone isn't the full picture. Men also return to the woman who challenged them, not in a toxic way, but in a way that awakened their ambition, discipline, or a sense of purpose. There's a type of woman who pushes a man to level up just by existing. She expects respect, she has boundaries, and she doesn't shrink herself just to be chosen. This combination of softness and strength can change the direction of a man's life, and he feels that. Here's something most people don't realize. A man remembers how a woman made him feel about himself, not just how she treated him, but who he was when he was with her. If he felt more confident, more capable, more grounded, that memory pulls him back like gravity. But there's another psychological layer that's even deeper. Men return to the woman who understood their emotional language even when they didn't know how to express it. A lot of men communicate through actions, not words, through silence, not long conversations, through pulling away, not opening up. The woman who doesn't misinterpret his quiet moments as rejection. The woman who can read the difference between distance and emotional overwhelm. That woman becomes unforgettable to him. And then there's the rarest reason of all. Authenticity. Men are drawn back to the woman who was real with them. Not perfect, not pretending, just genuinely herself. No manipulation, no games, no ego battles. When a man has experienced a woman who is emotionally stable, self-respecting, and genuine, everything after her feels shallow in comparison. But here's the irony. Most women think men return because they weren't strong enough to move on, when in reality, men return because they finally saw the truth. They left a connection that wasn't just romantic. It was psychological, emotional, and spiritual. Not every woman gets chosen again. Not because she wasn't worthy, but because she wasn't aligned with what that particular man needed to become his best version. So, if he chooses you again, it's not an accident. It's not convenience. It's not loneliness. It's a recognition, a realization of the depth, value, and emotional imprint you left on him. And here's the final message. Men don't come back for the woman who gave them everything. They come back for the woman who made them feel something rare. Peace, purpose, and presence. Most people can touch your life, but only a few can touch your soul.